We have been the leading scoring team for the last 3 years. We were to start the season, and obviously, we fell in a bit of a hole. But I think we just, proved to ourselves that when we play that way, we're really, really good. And that's what I spoke about in our press conference the other day. And I can't ask for much more than these guys with the commitment that they made to our style of game.
What changed this week? Was there anything during the week? Anything during the build-up?
Nothing. It's a case of just us understanding this is how we must play. And the last 2 games, we're in the 60s and we average in the 80s. Shawnee, it's been our 6-time MVP, and he was in a bit of a hole the last couple of weeks, and he missed things that Sean Reed just doesn't miss. And all of a sudden, he shows, just make those baskets and look what happens. It becomes infectious. And I think that all we've done is just taken a deep breath, a step back, and made a commitment to this is how we must play the game.
How do you describe that mental approach outside of commitment? How did they sort of buy into it?
It was just a continuous reinforcement. We've been successful doing that, and we went away from that. We chart every transition, every thing you do defensively. We chart everything. So there's so much analysis that's done, and we only had about 5 transition baskets last week. There's the game. So we go and play like we do tonight, and we're pretty good.
The shooting now well over 50%, I think, tonight. It just all clicked.
I don't think that the shots that we took were any different from what they were at all. And that's what you do. You analyse and think, we've got to change our offence. And it's not. It's just a case of let's get back into the trenches, let's work hard. I mean, the amount of extra work that the players have done, so the commitment was just amazing. And it started on Monday. When they got into work on Monday, you knew it was business. And in that change before the game, it was a completely different feeling from the week before. They were focused, they were ready. It's not that we weren't focused last week, it was a case of it just wasn't the same feeling.
So how do you bottle that up now and make sure that it's the case for future games as well?
We spoke, that was one of the questions, said, how did you feel? And they said they had fun. And that's what they have to do, is don't get too bogged down in things and do what they do well. And it is about having fun. Trying to get rid of the anxieties and get rid of the pressures, and at the end of the day, it is a game, and they play for the enjoyment. So we wanted them to find that enjoyment factor. Our management, outstanding, just the support that they've got. I mean, there's times where you might think, if you don't win, you're in trouble. It wasn't that at all. It was, what can we do to help? And that's what makes successful organisations, and that's what we had this week from all the board, Jack Bendat, Nick Marvin, and there was no pressure to win the game. It was like, we're there for you. And I think that's the important thing, rather than if you don't win, you're in trouble.
Bevo defensively go up 27 in the first quarter, and then I think it was a total of 16 for the second and third. What was the adjustment? What did you say at quarter time?
I just think at times we are ruthless. We're just so relentless defensively, and we did that. To be honest, pretty disappointed with that final quarter with them hitting 4 or 5 threes. Because that was as good as you get in that second and third quarter. The way we locked them down, and that's who we are. Is that tenacious defensive team.
And also on the offensive boards as well tonight, just didn't give them anything easy in the rebounding department after one time.
Yeah, and I keep saying that word, commitment. We are a smaller team. People keep saying that we're too small to win a championship, but when you got people with massive heart, and the way that they get on the loose ball, the amount of blood on their knees and elbows, people subbing out because they put their bodies on the line for each other, and that's pretty special.
Should rival teams be a bit scared after what you guys produced tonight?
To be honest, I really don't care what other teams think. I'm more concerned about our boys getting back to that belief system. That was our biggest thing we wanted to do, and be there to support them. That's what it was about.
What about getting the first win at Perth Arena? How important is that to get?
That was an amazing feeling. It really is. That's why I so gutted last week, because we wanted to win in front of our new fans. We've got so many new people to basketball, and to lose that first game was one of the most heart-wrenching things I've ever been involved in. And then tonight to play New Zealand, who obviously they're the champions and they were leading the league, and for us to put that performance on in front of new people, I think is so special that now we can walk away really, really proud, and we hope that people will continue to come back and enjoy what we do.
You've had a pretty cool base of, say, 3,500, 4,000. Is it a case of winning all these people over, turning them into basketball?
Yeah, I think the way we play and to see our effort levels, win or lose, I think that's the most important thing. People they like to back winners, and I think if we can play that style of game, we will win, and I think people will continue to follow. But even the games we lose, you're still going to see us diving on the loose ball, that we're still going to do all of those things that matter, that we're going to do the extra things for everybody.
Sean, the build-up to the game, did you feel any different as a playing group?
Oh, I think there was a lot of pressure. We were disappointed the way we played. For 3 games, we thought the effort was there at times, but just the execution. And I think playing another week here in the venue in the Perth Arena has been good for us. It felt a little bit more like home. Helps when you're making shots as well. So I think there was a lot of spectacular performances from the guys, and 1 through 10. I think that's how we have to play, and it was encouraging that I think that we didn't have any letdown even when we made subs. It was we kept building, and hold that team to 16 points over 2 quarters is that's great basketball.
Bevo said you've been in a bit of a slump for the last couple of weeks, and it started you on the bench to sort of relieve the pressure. Have you felt that your form's dipped a little bit recently?
Oh yeah, I haven't been happy with the way I was playing. And you're going to get that as a basketball player. I've played in this league long enough to know that you just keep working. Bevo's been good and supporting me and encouraging me, and was able to get a couple shots down. I think early that helped the confidence, and we just played a lot better team basketball this week as well. It just seemed a lot more enjoyable, easier out on the court, and we were getting what we wanted. It was fun to play.
Did you change anything personally?
No, I think just keep preparing, and maybe just probably took a bit time away from basketball to relax a little bit more. I was probably putting a bit too much pressure on myself, and trying to help this team win, because we got a great shot, and we got a great group of guys here, and it was for me, it was disappointing because you feel like you're letting your teammates down when you're not performing at your best. So it's a great feeling to get back to playing great basketball.
Do you live subconsciously for this game? Obviously, what happened in New Zealand happened years ago, but do you still sort of that obstacle proving into your factor?
And I think I'm over that. I think maybe first year or two, maybe there was that. Now it's about winning. It's about trying to play basketball and just enjoy it. So for me, that, to be honest, I didn't even think about that until you brought it up. But thanks.
The Kona pledge Hudson, 3 of the top 10 rebounders in the league. You've out-rebounded them tonight. I think it was 42-24, 42-23. You out-rebounded 112 in round 1. Why do you out-rebound New Zealand when they've got a big unit?
I think we played very well, and when we play well, we limit their rotations, and we don't give them too much easy stuff. So they move the ball extremely well, and when you try and overhelp on them, then even if they miss a shot, they got the Kona and those guys crashing the boards, and that was part of our game plan. But they are great rebounders, and I think that's a credit to the guys and the effort we put in tonight.
You got better Michael on it at the end. Obviously, it must have been a huge thrill. It probably played in front of 1,500 people at the SBL game. Tonight, coming in front of 11,000, 12,000 people, especially Michael, his first run.
No, it was, and I made special mention about Michael in the change room. He's got blood all over his knees. I've never seen Michael Vigor dive on a loose ball like that before, and that just shows that him being involved in our club. If you want to play for the Wildcats, that's what you got to do. So I was really proud to see him do that. And Purser, obviously, he's been playing a little bit more, and you're extremely proud of them, and you want to give them opportunities.
Sean, New Zealand, you've beaten 5 times by more than 20 points in the past couple of years. When you smell that blood, you really want to run them into the ground, give them a rivalry and all that sort of stuff.
All they're a great team. Sometimes we experienced that in Wollongong where they smashed us. So it was. Sometimes you're going to have those nights. I think it's just we've been played great basketball tonight, but I don't think you take much more than that going into the next time we match up with them.